Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to my channel. I am Miss Kim, and I'm so excited to share an adventure story with you today. Adventure? Who loves adventure? I do. Well, in today's story, we will be going camping with Pete the cat. Yes, and he has a little scare, but he enjoys his camping trip with his family and friend Bob. And they do all sorts of things on this camping trip. Maybe some of you have done these things. Well, let's begin this story and just see, what do you have to bring on a camping trip? You ready? Let's start. Pete the Cat Goes Camping by James Dean. This is an I Can Read story, so if you boys and girls have this book, go get it and read along with me, okay? What does Pete have? He has a walking stick, boots, sleeping bag, backpack. What do you think it's full of? Maybe. Yeah, he has to have food, doesn't he? And the tent. It's already put up. You ready? Let's open the book. Pete is excited to go camping. This is his first time. Don't forget your sleeping bag, says Dad. Or your hiking boots, Mom says. So here's Bob helping Pete. What kind of equipment do you see there? Flashlight maybe? A lantern? Food? Silverware, plates, cups to drink out of? Yeah. Oh, and they're taking a fishing pole along. I wonder if they're going fishing. The campsite is deep in the woods. Mom and Dad set up the tent. Pete and Bob help collect sticks so they can make a fire later. Having a fire is very important. So that's one of your first chores you do, right? Is gather the firewood. And put up the tent. Pete and Bob go for a hike. Bob shows Pete the footprints of different animals. What animal do you think made those? Do you think we will see anything cool? Asks Pete. Maybe, says Bob. What animal is in front of them? That's right, it's a rabbit. Did that rabbit make this over here? Those footprints? No. Pete and Dad go fishing. They must be very quiet and very still to catch a fish. Fishing takes a long time. They finally catch some fish. Look, I bet that's dinner. Mom builds a fire. She cooks the fish for dinner. It tastes yummy. Next, Pete toasts marshmallows. Pete makes s'mores with chocolate and graham crackers. Yum, those are good, right? What a fun thing to do camping. Have you guys made s'mores before? I bet a lot of you out there have. They're fun. It starts to get dark out. Bob tells Pete a story about a scary, hairy giant. The giant lives in the woods. His name is Bigfoot. Bob, is he telling a scary story around the campfire? Since this is Pete's first time camping, I bet he's a little scared. What do you think? Well, let's continue. Do you think Bigfoot lives here? Asked Pete. Look, he's questioning. He's wondering. No one has ever seen Bigfoot, says Bob. Don't let Bob scare you, says Dad. Bigfoot is not real, Mom says. Pete sighs with relief. Phew! He was getting scared, wasn't he? He can't help but wonder if Bigfoot is real. But if he is real, I bet he's friendly, says Dad, and likes s'mores too. What is Pete doing over there at the picnic table? That's not scary, thinks Pete. Maybe he wants a s'more. Pete leaves one for his hairy friend. Do you think his s'more disappears? Well, let's find out. Soon it's time for bed. Lights out, boys, Dad says. What is Dad doing here? Yeah, he's pouring some water on the fire to douse it out before they go to bed. That's safety, isn't it? Bob and Pete share a tent. Pete gets into a sleeping bag. It is cozy, but he cannot sleep. The woods seem extra dark, and all the sounds seem extra loud at night. Pete hears a weird swooshing sound. What is that? He asks Bob. That's just the wind, says Bob. Pete hears an odd chirping noise. What is that? He asks out loud. Oh, those are just crickets. Pete hears a strange hooting sound. What is that? He wonders. That's just an owl. Pete thinks of his friend, Owl. Pete hears a loud snapping sound. Crack! What is that? He wonders. But Bob is already fast asleep. Pete listens carefully. Crack! Is it Bigfoot? Pete peeks outside. It is too dark to see anything. What do you think that noise was? When Pete wakes up, he checks the spot where he left the s'more for Bigfoot. The s'more is gone. There's a note there. Let's see what the note says on the next page. There is a note. It says, "Thanks for the treat. XOXO. What does XOXO mean? That's right, hugs and kisses. And look at the paw print. Pete shows his family. Wow, I knew Bigfoot was real, says Bob. What do you guys think? Pete knows Bigfoot is not scary. Just because he looks different does not mean he is scary. He even likes s'mores too. What a fun family camping trip. Boys and girls, next time you go camping, see if you can do some of these same things. Go fishing, hiking, right? Tell scary stories around the campfire. So what do you think about Bigfoot? Do you think he's real or not? Boys and girls, I am so glad you joined me today. And remember, a good book and your imagination will take you anywhere. Until next time, bye.